Hey Scorpio, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Also know this is a general read. Scorpio, I will be speaking like I'm speaking about your person, but I could be speaking about you, so you guys know put where the shoe fits. One little announcement, you guys. So I will be making a year with my channel in the next 2 weeks. Or week. I think I started at the end of July. So in a week and a half or so from when I'm recording right now. But I was hoping to make it to 10,000 subscribers. So it would be appreciated if you guys, if you're new to my channel, please join. My goal was 10,000 for the year. And I'm kind of very close. I would say it's far stretch where I'm at, but your help and your views are always appreciated, your subscriptions appreciated, and just join the tribe if you're called to it, obviously. But let's just begin. You know, I just want you guys all know I appreciate you and love you all, those who are my loyal subscribers who've been following me for some time. Thank you so much for the year and allowing me to be your reader occasionally whenever you stepped into the videos. So thank you. All right, so I'm picking up an energy here of miscommunication, and I'm gonna keep that there. The fighting needs to stop. This feels like two people who just argue, who bicker, argue. Some things are serious, some things are not so serious, but the not so serious elevates to the serious, and so it's a constant battle between the two. It feels, and it's a triggering. So nothing's gonna change unless you both change. And the card that fell out was flirt. But what I love the most about this card is what it says. I don't normally, you guys know I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't always have to read the cards. But here, in this case, I think it's important. And it's extend your lighthearted energy to others. To be able to make this connection work, the energy needs to lighten up. And there has to be a more softer approach and understanding, and I think compassion's needed, because what happens is there is ego here, but also there's victim. So there's a combination of ego and victimizing, and so you don't want that, because then that just becomes a codependent relationship, and it could lead to narcissism too as well. So you don't want your connection to lead there, and in order to bring in a healthy relationship, both energies need to approach it much lighthearted, and sometimes one person needs to be bigger than the other, right? So let's see what else Spirit gives us, Scorpio. Pay attention to the red flags, and you deserve love. And this is where the battle is. The red flags are the arguments. You both deserve love. And I think the battle is one, I have to say, Scorpio, it feels like ego from both ends. And maybe, again, like I said, one may feel like feels like the victim, and the other one has the ego. So one feels like they're giving too much than the other. And at the end of the day, you don't have to be with this person, right? You can move on. But if this is coming up, it's because it's being processed. Someone's processing it. A Scorpio's processing it. And so here we are, worth waiting for. Separation, playfulness. There goes again that lighthearted energy. I mean, there's something that brings you guys back together, apparently. So the red flags don't have to be that serious. It just could be that both of you just kind of sit in ego, or just you really need to make up, getting to know each other. And I really feel here, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Once the walls come down, then you guys can be authentic. There's no authenticity. There we go. This connection lacks authenticity because there's fear. There's more fear of sharing because of fear of getting hurt, fear of getting close, fear of all those fears that have to do with committing. So let's see what's going on here, Spirit. What else do you have here for Scorpio's energy? All right, Scorpio. So we have firm foundation, which is the Four of Pentacles, positive movement forward. And I feel like this is stubborn energy. So to me, this is feeling both of you are not budging or one doesn't budge. Positive movement forward and accelerated motion. And these are both eights. So this is about movement. This is about moving forward and a communication, finally taking action to talk. Here we have deception and envy. We're going to see what this is. I don't feel that... We're going to see what comes up. I just feel this person, there's deception on both ends about your feelings and emotions. And this needs to be talked about. Here we have the Star, hope and disruption. Yeah, the fights. It gets pretty hopeless, and then you guys go into your quiet corners, and then perspective happens. I feel you both are feeling an emotional loss here. You know, you still kind of miss each other no matter what. So this is unresolved. This is still unresolved. I don't feel, it doesn't feel like things are done. If this energy is coming up, if Spirit's giving me this energy, then it's not really over. And if it's over for you, then you wouldn't be clicking this video to begin with, Scorpio, right? All right, so give me more on this firm foundation. All right, so what do we got here for this Four of Pentacles? Yeah, so stubbornness to work things out. Three of Pentacles. You guys have to stop and kind of collaborate, right? Extend your lighthearted energy. You both have to invest equally. And I really feel... I have to say, it kind of feels, yeah, validation. Someone needs validation here. Give me more of this Four of Pentacles. That's firm foundation. And that's why it feels so unstable. Someone doesn't feel safe. And more of this firm foundation. There you go. The Strength card. And there's that ego. The ego I'm talking about. Someone needs validation. One's more with the ego and the other person is like not enough, right? You feel like you're not investing, you're not putting in too much. So I have to say this is a very difficult combination of people here. This will be hard to align if there's so many misunderstandings, you know, because it's not coming from the heart space. It's not being genuine. Getting more positive movement forward. Nine of Swords. Give me more positive movement forward. King of Pentacles. Yeah, so here, six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So obviously you guys see each other as counterparts. The issue is the battle, the minds, the arguments, and the needing to balance out the there's a power struggle here. There is a power struggle because you guys are each other's counterpart, right? You guys kind of see each other. You see each other. You see each other's equals, and do desire to kind of move forward. But there is a power struggle here, and it feels like a power struggle. Yeah, new beginnings wanted. Ace of Wands. I saw that before. Give me more of this accelerated motion. Where's the 8 of Wands here? This is the third time this Ace of Wands comes out. So the Hanged Man and the Ace, you both want it. I think there's resistance here to holding back communication, to taking there's the power struggle of who's going to come first, who's not. The Ace of Wands, but it's both, it's desired, it's mutual, it's wanted. You guys have to really balance out your energies, really temper yourselves. I really do feel humble, because temperance is about humbling also your energies, a balance, a spiritual balance within you, really taking a step back and aligning yourself and being more on higher level of perspective here and approach. Give me more of this deception and envy. Give me more of this deception and envy. Oh my goodness. Why do you guys do this to yourselves? I already saw the cards. I mean, Ace of Cups, the World, and the Ten of Pentacles. You guys, I told you. I don't think your person's with another person. I don't think this is the situation. We're going to clarify that red flags, but I just feel there is really love here and a desire to really bring this connection together. Let's see what this pay attention to the red flag is. Spirit, give me more of this pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. The Star. And the Empress. I feel this is more about you, Scorpio, knowing that you do deserve love. I feel this is really if it's you, Scorpio, who feels that this person is not giving to you, and I feel because I have to say what I feel here. This is like high level here. This is a person who really thinks very highly of themselves. And again, this is the ego that I'm telling you guys. Someone has high ego. So there needs to be a balance here. I have to say it feels a little selfish and from someone's part here. Give me more on this. Pay attention to the red flags. Eight of Pentacles. Working on it. Someone is too focused on themselves. So one, that's what I'm saying. One is more focused on themselves and the other one feels like they're not being paid attention to. And that's what the red flag is here. But there's love here. There's love here. And things can really be worked out. Because, I mean, you got Eight of Pentacles. If you guys really commit to the process and working things out and kind of settling, none of this power struggle as well. No one should feel inadequate because you should also have your own thing going on. And no one should really feel superior than the other because that's not how you maintain a balanced relationship, right? All right, so Scorpio, what is your message and guidance? What is the message and guidance here? Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, and Two of Swords. There's a lot of stubbornness here. Someone's withholding back communication. Someone's withholding back reaching out. Obviously, the separation is burdensome. Not knowing what's going on is also causing some level of stress as well. This is a deception to both of you. I feel too much ego here. I'm sorry. I do, Scorpio. Hierophant, and this communication needs to happen. Ace of Swords. There needs to be clarity that what you both want. No more stubbornness. Too much stuck energy, conventional thinking with the Hierophant, and just open up and really talk about the connection. This is what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. Page of Swords and the Devil. This could lead to a toxic relationship. I'm sorry. There's a lot of issues with, I have to call it for what it is. There is a lot of issues with communication here. And this is what leads to the toxicity and the constant back and forth. What are the blockages here, Spirit? What are the blockages? What are the blockages for this connection? Gratitude. An attitude of gratitude will transform your paradigm. And you know, when Spirit brings this out, it's because both energies are very much in the ego, are very in toxic energy. No one's grateful for no one. And so here we have endings are really just beginnings, endings. I mean, I have to say, cleansing, clearing out old energies. This can work out if both energies are more lighthearted. But Spirit is also saying it could also just be done with, and you guys, if you feel you can't come to a compromise because it's too difficult, that's also okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you have to prioritize what's important to you. Let's see. I really want to see this. These are a little darker. This is not going to resonate because I just feel someone's very much an ego, and I'm not really liking the energy. I'm not. So, Spirit, what else? What is the shadows? What's the shadow here for any of the parties? What's going on? This may not resonate for everyone, okay? So what is the shadows here? What are some shadows? What are the blockages here? Manipulation. They become difficult in attempt to manipulate you so that you give in to them. You can't make this up. I mean, this is difficult. And so of course here we have another manipulation. They use this situation to make you feel guilty for expressing your concerns in the first place. This is what I'm saying. Two egos, one's victim, one's much in the ego, and one definitely plays like the victim. I mean, look at these photos. And secrets, secret money. They have a secret credit card or hidden money that they are hiding from you. For those of you who may be in marriages, maybe this is where the arguments, some of you be arguing about not knowing where things are and what's going on. There isn't an equal give and take. This is where for some of you, that's where the arguments come in, right? This person feels too secretive. So you guys know your story. At the end of the day, Spirit is saying endings are really just beginnings, right? So find a space where you're grateful for your energy. If it's time to go, it's time to go. But no one's happy. No one's happy here. And there is manipulation on both ends. And it just feels like a tit for tat. Unfortunately, it's what it's becoming. There's love. You guys have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I mean, there's love and there's potential, but there's also a lot that has gone on in this connection. So what is the untold message of the heart for this person, Spirit? What is the untold message? Regrets. I should have, could have, would have. Maybe they just should have, could have, would have. You should have just told the truth. For some of you, maybe that's secrets. Yeah, I hid something from you and I'm afraid to tell you about it. That's what it was. I think you guys know there's something that's hidden, and this is what's causing these issues. And so the truth is not going to come out. And then it's only going to come out if you guys have a lighthearted conversation. But anyways, I feel this is a triggering read for some because I know these are not easy energies to interpret, but it is what it is. You know, I feel this can go either way. Either you guys talk about it or just move on. There's no need to know any more answers. If you feel they're deceptive and holding back, then you move on. And find you deserve love too, you know. All right, so Spirit, what is the message and guidance for Scorpio? So connections, you have met a person who you feel a deep connection with. This could be a soulmate, karmic soul, or even your twin flame. You are destined to meet so you can learn life lessons from each other. This is not always easy, but it will be worth it. Treasure these people because they are rare. You know, for some of you, this is triggering both your shadows. So if some of you are in these connections, this feels like an energy of both people being triggered so they can finally humble their energy, that temperance energy we saw. This is about gaining wisdom here, the Hermit's here, and really understanding the self. The Hermit's the self, the 9. I love this card. And really gaining some inner wisdom about our way of being. These manipulative tactics, because honestly, think about it, you guys, they become difficult in attempt to manipulate you so that you give in to them. I mean, the fact that someone would even attempt to do things so it's difficult, that's a behavior pattern they just have, whether it's with Sue, Nancy, or Lisa, or Gary, Devin, and Steve. It don't matter, they're gonna do this. The other energies, they use the situation to make you feel guilty for expressing your concerns in the first place. And that's also a manipulative tactic. Whether you're any of those individuals, this is a behavior pattern that will get carried on from relationship to relationship. We cannot blame people for behaviors, right? We own our behaviors. Now, if people trigger these behaviors, then that is a lesson one for us. And also we need to ask ourselves hard questions. Do we want to be with someone who triggers us to begin with, right? That also means that we want something healthy, right? That puts into question, I want something healthy for myself. I don't want to be feeling these emotions. Also, I want to make sure I don't deal with this, and I'm more healed, because I don't want to do this to anyone else if I'm triggered in this way. So this is a lot of hard questions. You guys have aces. I feel this, a lot of you, this could be a twin flame energy where there's this push and pull and a lot of ego death happening where things are dissolving. So then it gets ugly before it gets good. And so this feels also like, if it's a twin flame, this is like truly early stages of twin flame. This is like triggering energy stages. And I would say this would be the first year of your connection, depending how far you are in terms of your healing. And I know this because I'm a twin and I've encountered similar energies like this. I would say the first 5 months of my journey with my twin. And then once I understood how to align, this wasn't an issue. So it depends on the evolution of each twin individually and how they get through this. And then just with anyone, with how they get through emotions and fears and things that they need to heal for themselves. Any soul connection, in order to align, and these things need to heal. And so either way, this is not a healthy energy. We can all agree to that. So this is an awareness of what's happening and what's the next thing to do. And so I feel like there is a need to be lighthearted in the self first, and find it within to kind of look at this connection from the outside and really ask yourself difficult questions. So Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.